atmosphere composition and structure. Our group members are Lehri Manav, Tosnima Lokesh, Prajapati Vansh, Joshi Manan, Bakwana Prisa, and Nadwal Dhruvika. Now I will tell Lokesh to explain about atmosphere.
So now let us talk about composition of the atmosphere. The gaseous mixture of gases, often referred to as air, while the relative amount of these gases remarkably consistent up to 80 km. We can divide them into two primary categories: permanent gases and variable gases. So now let us talk about permanent gases. The majority. It consists two gases, nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen, the most abundant gas, making up approximately 78% of the Earth's atmosphere. It is relatively inert but is essential for life. Being a critical component of proteins and nucleic acids, it cycles through the ecosystem via. So now let us talk about oxygen. The second most abundant gas consists 21%. It is chemically highly reactive but it is essential for respiration and combustion. So now I will call my friend Manav for further speech.
Now I am going to explain about trace and variable gases. These gases exist in much smaller yet curricular amounts. The variable gases have concentration that keep changing over time and space. Nitrogen, the most abundant noble gas, is the third most common gas overall, at about 0.93% in argon, the most abundant and noble gas, and the third most common gas overall, at about 0.93% in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide, the only 0.093% in the atmosphere, but it is critically important. It is a key reactant in photosynthesis and a powerful greenhouse gas. Now I will like to call my friend Vansh.
Now I will explain you about the structure of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is not a uniform mass. It is structured into distinct layers based on temperature change with altitude increasing. We can identify four primary layers with causes left. Now I would like to explain you about troposphere. Altitude extends from up and to a down 8 to 15 km, thicker to a equator, thinner to the poles. Temperature trade. The temperature decreases the lower winds, clouds, mountains, the airplanes moves there. Boundary. The tropopause of the is the beginning, and now I would like to call my friend Dhruvika for this.
Now I would like to explain about stratosphere, the white layer. Altitude extends from the tropopause up to 50 km. Temperature increases with altitude. This inversion is due to the presence of ozone layer, which absorbs high energy UV radiation from the sun, converting that energy into heat. Stratosphere contains ozone layer, which protect us from harmful UV rays. Air jet planes fly here. Boundary. The stratopause separated from mesosphere. Now I would like to call Dhruvika for further explanation.
Mesosphere. Altitude extends from the stratopause up to about 85 km. And temperature decreases dramatically with the coldest temperature reaching the lowest temperature as low as -90 degrees Celsius. There is little solar absorption here. Boundary. The mesopause is the transition to the thermosphere. Example: coldness layer and meteors burn up here. Thermosphere. The thermosphere, the heat layer. Altitude extends from the mesopause up to about 600 km or more, depending on the destination. Temperature increases dramatically with the altitude reaching the thousands of degrees Celsius. However, due to the lowest density, the air is very thin. Example: hottest layer. Now I would like to call Manan for the further explanation.
Mesosphere, gradually bumping into the vacuum of space, starting from the atmosphere appearing mesosphere. The outermost layer merges with outer space. Now I would like to call the
So now let us talk about atmosphere function, the life support system. The atmosphere dictates our climate and the greenhouse effect mediated by gases like water water vapor, and CO2 means carbon dioxide for long wave radiation. And the vertical movement of air in troposphere changes the climate because it disturbs the heat energy and moisture in the earth or planet. So now I will come up in Manav for further speech.
Do you know how atmosphere protects us? I will tell you. The atmosphere acts as a vital shield. The ozone layer in the stratosphere absorbs harmful UV radiation, protecting living organisms from DNA damage. The mesosphere burns harmful meteors, protecting the land surface from meteor impacts. There are also some importance of atmosphere. It maintains temperature on Earth. It supports rainfall. It supports life by giving us air. It maintains temperature on Earth. It protects us from harmful UV rays, and it also protects us from meteor impacts. Through our models and chart, we hope you now understand how atmosphere is composed and structured. Now we will going to explain our models. Explain.
I would like to explain about greenhouse. This is my model. I have used thermocol, plastic sheets, decoration and etc. So this is a greenhouse. The plants grown inside are grown in summer, but to grow them in winter, greenhouse is used. Greenhouse is usually made of plastic or glass. The sun rays goes inside and gets trapped inside the greenhouse, so it remains warm. The greenhouse effect keep the earth warm. Now I'd like to call Dhruwika. Ma'am.
So this is my model. I have used here some acrylic sheets, thermocol, etc. This is my model on atmosphere structure. This is troposphere, this is stratosphere, this is ozone layer, which is between stratosphere and mesosphere. It protects us from harmful UV rays. This is mesosphere, which protects us from meteor impacts. This is thermosphere, where we can see auroras. And this is exosphere, where we can see satellites. And this is outer space. Now I would like to call Lokesh.
Now we will explain about troposphere. As in our speech, given that it supports rainfall, so if these gases are not there, the rainfall is not possible. But if we add these 78% then rainfall will be there. From this, we can understand that gases are important for our life in Earth for survival. Thank you.
Good.